football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
I caught up with the Horned Frogs head coach before the game. One of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ball game. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap him up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Craig. Setting up the screen. And he's going to come up just a tad short. To get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it up to 34.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd, fighting for every inch.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Hand off, Robinson running left. Makes it past the marker. Maybe a crease.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. This time he wants to throw. Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Sooners! You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Craig. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires left. Makes a connection. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run play action. The throw. On target. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football, and guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Back to the ground game on the left. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Handoff to Xavier. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Payne. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Offense gets set for second down. The give from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. It's complete to the right. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters, but one thing they always have, offensive success.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The run inside. It's Robinson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
The Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the draw, it's Avant. Looking for room at the 30. Maybe some room here. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Here we go, ready, go!
The RPO, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Stepping to the right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted, number 19.
And what's the QB left? It felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down right there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down, too, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry up.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on first down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. To the air, it's Mateer. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Hauls it in. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, I have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
After the run, now to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quick handoff. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with UTSA taking on the number 12 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Roadrunners, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Got a little space. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Turning it on! Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
On the move. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat. Caught, and he's got room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Sooners want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Mateer. Makes the catch. It's Avant. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Looking downfield, it's Craig. Quarterback adapting. On the run, fires downfield. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. He takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got him. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Dropping back, it's Craig. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he got loose. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Firing to the right, complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on fourth down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter fourth down, but this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to make some explosions.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking to pass. Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown Sooners! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Craig. Got it set up on the outside. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He'll take it himself. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Sooners will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Why not get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bounce it off that right upright and through? Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Flips it out to the back. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air, it's Craig. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going. It never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Pressure coming. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Rush is on him. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This play, the cake will be baked. This is a design run. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game.